Quote Retreat by Sandor. One quote, one reflection, one thought that could bring a moment of light and energy to your day. Join me as we take a look at today's quote. The quote is by Babe Didrikson Zaharias. Born 1911, died 1956. It reads, "The formula for success is simple: practice and focus, then more practice and more focus." Let's take a moment together to explore the messages within this quote. Here's something that might surprise you. In 1932, an athlete named Babe Didrikson Zaharias qualified for 5 Olympic events but was only allowed to compete in 3 simply because she was a woman. Yet she still walked away with 2 gold medals and completely changed the landscape of women's sports forever.
You know what's fascinating about that? She didn't just excel in those Olympic events. She went on to master multiple sports through what she called a simple formula: practice and focus, then more practice and more focus.
Well, that's exactly what makes her story so compelling. In an era when women were barely allowed to compete professionally, she was breaking world records and challenging every assumption about female athletes. Like, did you know she won those Olympic medals in track and field, but then completely switched gears and became one of the greatest golfers of all time?
That transition to golf really shows how her formula worked in practice. She didn't just casually pick up the sport, she practiced until her hands literally bled, right?
Oh my gosh, yes! And here's what's even more incredible. She won 10 major championships in golf. That kind of cross-sport dominance is almost unheard of. It would be like if Serena Williams suddenly decided to become a professional basketball player and dominated the WNBA.
Let me add something interesting about her mindset. She was known for her showmanship and confidence at a time when women were expected to be modest and retiring. How do you think that played into her success?
Well, that's such a crucial point. She understood that success wasn't just about physical practice. It was about mental focus, too. She would actually practice her public speaking and media interactions with the same dedication she brought to sports. In the 1930s and 40s, that was pretty revolutionary.
You know what really stands out to me? The way she maintained this philosophy even during her battle with cancer. She approached her illness with the same determination she brought to sports.
That's so true. And it really shows how her formula wasn't just about athletics. After her initial cancer surgery, she actually returned to golf and won several more tournaments. Like, who does that? It's just mind-blowing levels of focus and determination.
So how do you think her approach translates to today's world of instant gratification and viral fame?
You know, I think it's actually more relevant now than ever. In a world where everyone's looking for shortcuts and life hacks, she's reminding us that real success comes from consistent, focused effort. Think about it. She didn't have fancy training facilities or sports science or social media. She just had pure determination and this simple formula.
That makes me think about how much harder she had to work given the societal barrier she faced. I mean, women had only recently gotten the right to vote when she was winning Olympic medals.
Exactly right. And here's what's really powerful about that. She didn't just overcome these barriers for herself. Every record she broke, every championship she won, was like a sledgehammer to the glass ceiling. She was literally changing what people thought was possible for women through sheer practice and focus.
Well, that really puts her achievements in perspective, doesn't it? She wasn't just competing against other athletes, she was competing against society's expectations.
And you know what's amazing? Her impact is still felt today. When we see female athletes excelling in multiple sports or breaking into traditionally male-dominated fields, they're building on the foundation she laid. Her simple formula, practice and focus, then more practice and more focus. It's like this timeless blueprint for breaking barriers.
That's such a powerful legacy. How do you think she would view today's sports world?
Well, I think she'd probably say that while the technology and training methods have changed, the fundamental principles haven't. Success still comes down to who's willing to put in the work, maintain focus, and keep pushing when others might give up. Like she showed us, there's no shortcut to greatness, just practice and focus, then more practice and more focus.
With that, we conclude this exciting episode. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd appreciate a like and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Your support truly helps this channel grow. See you again tomorrow. Yours, Sandor.